Smell like farts. Alright, cool, buddy.
Oh, Jerry. Smells like farts.
Oh, Jerry, you gotta move.
Musical boy.
Come on, you gotta move over. Hi.
Hi.
It's been a while. We are preparing for a really big trip, but today we are taking some time to watch a little show called Battle Camp.
Yeah, this is Battle Camp episode 1.
Season 1.
Season 1.
First ever.
Yep. And it is a whole bunch of people on a challenge, and I believe all the contestants used to be on previous Netflix shows.
Yeah. We, after people's suggestions, checked out Traitors, and we honestly had a ton of fun watching Traitors. That was really good. And that was season 3. It was the first season we saw. Right?
Honestly, next time we might do Traitors content.
I would absolutely react to Traitors. It's hard doing some game shows because some of our favorites are on stations that aren't very receptive to fair use. So Battle Camp, however, should be fine. I think we know a couple of people in here. Yes.
We don't watch Selling Sunset and shows like that, so there are a few people that I don't recognize, so this will be our first time seeing them. But there are people here from like Squid Game, the reality version, Squid Game the game, is that what they call it?
Yeah. Maybe,
I think there are people from previous like Love is Blind seasons, stuff like that. So a lot of our favorites are competing now. And this reminds me a lot of, if anybody's watched MTV's The Challenge, what I perceive Battle Camp to be reminds me a lot of The Challenge.
Yeah.
Which I also love, so I am pumped.
Anything else?
No, let's
All
just
right,
do it.
We're going to hop in.
Short intro.
Your favorite Netflix reality stars are headed to summer camp.
You know what else I'm excited for? I like when they do this stuff because, like, sometimes people participate in these and they come off really bad on one show, and then in another show they come off very different because you're seeing such a snippet. And I like that we're getting a new opportunity to see some of these people that maybe were, like, douchey on dating shows, but maybe we'll like them in this context.
Or maybe we'll dislike them in both contexts.
Well, sure, and then that adds to the,
their story.
The experience, yeah.
They'll need to win epic challenges.
I always love critiquing, like, epic challenges when we're sitting on the couch, too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that.
Do you know what's weird, too, is, like, sitting here, I straight up delude myself into thinking, like, oh, I could definitely do that. I can't even hold my body weight up. Like, I can't do any of this, realistically.
Only one star will conquer the wheel to become Battle Camp champ.
I'm very, very competitive.
Gabby.
You didn't watch any Cheer, did you?
No.
Okay. I liked Gabby a lot on Cheer. Okay. I liked a lot of the people on Cheer, and then there was like a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Around some of the people and like literal like criminal behavior.
Oh, I think I may have heard some of that. I didn't follow that closely.
A lot of words I can't say on YouTube because it would get us like demonetized.
I'm treating it like the Hunger Games.
So you're gonna start killing people? I'm treating it like the Hunger Games. Like, I have a knife in my back pocket.
Yeah, for real.
Jesus. Or you're gonna try and like start a revolution and kill the people that are hosting the games.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by you're treating it like the Hunger Games?
I think she means that at the end, instead of having one winner, there will be two because she refuses to take the win and kill the other contestant.
We're hot. We're balanced. We're a little queer. I feel like I wouldn't mess with us.
Oh, Lexi from Ultimatum Queer Love.
Okay, I didn't see her, so I don't know.
There she is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
People will hate us. Ugly people hate beautiful people.
And then that guy that does all of his own crocheted clothing.
Lorenzo.
He's pulling it off again. Look at the corals.
I love his clothes. It's my favorite
He inspires
thing.
you to crochet everything you own, right?
Yeah, he really does.
You just got to get back on the crochet
cool
game.
Hell, dude.
You got to get on it. I've seen people do crazy shit with crochet.
Do you know what it is? They get intimidated because they see stuff like that, and then I'm like, I can't do that.
No, like I'm thumbing around on like scales, and I sound like shit, but I'm gonna sound fucking awesome. I'm gonna be like me, you know. Well, he knows him.
And he sat on the bus. He was like, if Lorenzo's here.
I feel like there's a little bit of discomfort here.
Whoa.
Did they
have
along?
Beef? I don't remember them.
It's all good.
He was the one that was there with his mom, right? Trey?
Yes.
Because he said his mom isn't here. Did they have beef? Because Lorenzo was never a villain on... Like, he came around, I thought. He was a little iffy at the beginning, but then he ended up being pretty decent. I felt like Trey wasn't a villain either.
I think Lorenzo was like cold to people on that show.
Maybe.
Because we got to see the producer interviews with him and his crochet and like talking about his identity and stuff like that. They didn't get to see any of that.
That's true.
But I don't remember. Did Trey and his mom vote Lorenzo out or something?
Maybe.
You have to be unbeatable in challenges. You have to be unbreakable, surviving punishments. And you will need to be unhateable in camp votes.
Oh, wow. So there's like a charisma aspect to it,
Yeah.
too. That's intense. I mean, that's true anyway. They're just calling it out in this show more than they do in others. Because it's always a popularity contest to an extent.
Well, not depending on how you get eliminated. If you vote, it is, but not everything's a vote. Especially in like a competition show like this, like a physical competition.
I don't think I'll be intimidated by a bunch of guys from Too Hot to Handle. I don't think it'll be too difficult to take them out.
Tony is so into himself, it's out of control. Like he thinks
he was so blindsided in the mole too. Like he was like
ridiculous.
He had no idea what was going on.
And then here he's talking shit against the people from Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, bruh.
Feeling ready.
I feel ready.
Get me in the water.
I feel like the team that Gabby is a legit athlete. So
Yeah.
I feel like the team with her on it is at an automatic advantage.
We're going to find out some of your team's strengths and weaknesses in the water relay.
Yeah.
Like, of anyone here, she is like the biggest threat, I would think.
Because a lot of these guys just hit the gym. Like, and you can be strong, but like just doing gym shit all the time doesn't make you competent at skill tasks.
Totally. And she like flies through the air. Like she has insane understanding of like her body. And then she works with other people because they throw her and stuff.
Every member of your team will tackle a different obstacle. First is balance.
I feel like all of this obstacle
like that.
stuff, like she's gonna kill
Balance
it.
and shit.
Yeah.
Next is strength.
And the strength, she's small, but like you have to be strong to do the kind of stuff that they do.
Then intelligence. 3 equations of increasing difficulty.
Oh God.
I don't know about the intelligence one.
Is this an intelligence type of show?
I don't know. That might be tough for some people.
I don't know. We'll see.
Finally, speed. Paddle to the tower and make a leaping grab for your last flag.
That looks fun.
It does, but then it's because we're sitting here.
I know, because they're screaming at each other and stuff. Like, go, go, go. It'd be intense, but it'd be fun to do if you didn't have just like two, like me versus you or something.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be fun as hell.
Totally.
I'm just going as fast as I can, which in this case is me doggy paddling.
Oh, Arena. Is
From
she
Love
the
is
one that
Blind.
was mean to
Zach? Yeah.
I thought I recognized her for a second. I forgot that was her. Okay.
I'm excited to see her in a different context.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
I
see.
actually think that if I were on Love is Blind and then I met the person, I could come off pretty bad.
You wouldn't be insulting to people. Not to their face.
I don't think so either. I just think stress does weird stuff to people, and that would be a very stressful thing for me.
Yeah. I really don't think you're anything like Arena, though.
Maybe
You
not.
can try and commiserate all you want, and you might be right, but you are not Arena.
It was a good workout. It was a good pump. I've had harder ones at home.
Tony's going to piss me off on this.
Why? Because he's going to be cocky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he's way ahead.
He is way ahead. I just like...
Hearing Louis and Trey's voice is really what is getting me through this right now.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, like, they keep on showing Louis, like, cheering on, and that he's being a really supportive
He is.
teammate.
I feel like that's kind of how he is. He's a good, like... What is that called when someone, like...
Cheerlead?
He's a good cheerleader.
I feel confident about the intelligence part.
That would be the part I would want to do, too. The intelligence part.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a math teacher, so I might still fuck it up, but...
Give me the flag.
Yeah, here you go. Go.
Oh, no. Are they supposed to have that and they dropped it in the water? No way.
Who, Red Team did?
Yeah, they missed one of their... It's like a flag or something. I think they're going to have to go back for it.
Damn, and they were in first.
It's 27 or 37, 35. That's it.
Whoa.
Damn.
Trey, okay.
Trey crushed it.
That was really quick.
Simple
He did a really good
arithmetic.
job. But under pressure.
Seeing Lorenzo so far ahead, all I'm thinking is I've got to catch him.
But Lorenzo doesn't have his other flag.
Honestly, red team, if they need that, which I think they do,
That is such a flop.
they're going to lose then. Oh, that sucks.
Lorenzo, I love it. Backstroking your way to victory.
That's a long way to swim.
Last time I was in the water is a hot tub, so...
It was a hot tub? Oh, Jesus
Of
Christ.
course it was, Louis. Of course
Yeah.
it was.
Go, Lorenzo!
Oh my God.
Lorenzo, put him up!
This is the
This is
moment.
when they find out they don't have them. Oh my god.
Where's the last one?
Lorenzo, where is it?
Lorenzo, all the flags!
It's not even his fault. It's when
I
they were doing
know,
the pass
dude,
off.
that sucks.
Oh
That
my
sucks.
god.
And they're gonna blame if they blame Lorenzo for that. He doesn't have it in there.
I gave him the 2. Was there one on the kayak?
Raise the flag, raise it!
That sucks.
That sucks because they crushed everyone, and it's really like a technicality that they're not winning.
Those are the winners.
That's how these games won and lost.
Tony was on that team. I don't think Tony's gonna be a good winner or a good loser.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be a sore loser.
How could I have lost one?
Was it me?
Another trying to triangulate like who did it. I didn't actually see the pass off, but he was crushing it when he had ownership. I don't know.
The flag. I didn't know it wasn't connected to the kayak.
I can't rationalize it.
He's doing that tongue thing again. Did you see that?
Yes.
You lost us the game.
Also, he's pissed at Lexi. She made a mistake. It was not a stare. Anybody could have made it. They're all stressed out. They're all under a time crunch and just trying to do what they can do. It's like almost stupid the amount that I feel like Tony is pissed at Lexi for that. This is
what he was like on the mole though, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a jerk on the mole too,
that
dude.
Tongue thing, dude. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
He busted out episode 1, not even halfway through. Please, Tony, if you see this video, just don't do the tongue thing anymore.
You can do the tongue thing. Don't be a jerk.
Please don't do it. Okay, all right. Don't be a jerk and do the tongue thing. You have to
poor
pick
loser.
one. Do the tongue thing and be a nice person, or don't do the tongue thing at all.
Do you know what sucks to me is that, like, it sucks to lose. It sucks that it was probably Lexi. At the point you realize it's Lexi, maybe you like walk over and give her a hug and be like, it's okay. We tried.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you don't make her feel worse because, like, she already feels like shit for,
I'm sure she does.
Like, having responsibility for that.
What do you guys think about the other teams?
I'm expecting Irina to actually be relatively chill. Because all of her badness in that previous, in Love is Blind season was just that she didn't like what's-his-face. And she was mean to him and about him, right? But, like, have we ever seen her do anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, I
she's
don't
not
follow
dating
her
him.
on social media or anything, so, like, I can't say, but...
And the fact she's coming back on TV means that she's not so beat up by the backlash that it's, like, that big of a problem. Because people usually would not come on a show like this if it, like, really got to them.
I actually think this is a great way to rehabilitate your image. If you've been on a show and you haven't shown up well, I think going on something like this can really help if you're up for it.
Yeah, and just being normal, doing a few competitions, not being the one that's being the aggressor. Don't be Tony.
Don't be Tony. Just don't be so aggressive. People like Tony are the reason why I don't like playing group games.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be able to have fun. Like, this is a fun thing for them. Like, it's not so serious. And you already lost, and you being a jerk about it isn't going to help you unlose the game.
We're smart people.
Apart from Tony. It's smart.
Lorenzo just called him stupid.
He's strong, but smart.
Oh,
Lorenzo! This is far-fetched.
This is far-fetched!
You know, it hasn't gotten out that I'm super clever yet.
I have seen no evidence to indicate that he is clever or is, like, overly smart, you know?
Pretty aggressive of Lorenzo to call him out like that, though.
That was.
I think it's because of his bad behavior, if I had to guess.
Because he was, like, kind of throwing a bit of a fit, and Lorenzo wants to... Lorenzo is like an equalizer. I don't think he's going to be mean to people that are down on their luck, but he's going to be mean to people that are, like, puffing their chest out.
Yeah, totally.
That's the way I kind of view Lorenzo.
That's what I like about Lorenzo.
This wheel will decide whether you go home with $250,000 or empty-handed.
I don't think I understand the wheel yet. What is the wheel? What happens?
Every time I spin this wheel, one of you will be leaving camp for good.
Oh, so like the people that got immunity won't go home by the wheel. Everybody else could go on the wheel.
Why are we throwing a random wheel into summer camp?
Why are we throwing a wheel into summer camp? Wheels! Devil magic!
Wolves, tomorrow, you'll pick 3 campmates to face a punishment.
Punishment? This show is complicated.
Yeah, this is complicated. Why is there punishment?
I don't know.
Like the fact that there's punishment.
All of you will be able to get to vote on who you want to go home. That will fill up the rest of the names on the wheel.
I just don't know why we gotta punish people.
The wheel is so complicated. What is happening?
The more time your name appears on the wheel, the greater chance you have of leaving camp.
Well, that makes sense. Because one of my questions was, what do they do with the blank spots on the wheel? And they're getting filled.
It's a wheel of misfortune.
Wheel of misfortune. How long did he workshop that one before the testimonial?
I give it to him though. It was pretty good.
Wolves, you have a lot of thinking to do.
Louis got the eyebrow cut. Should I bring it back?
You should.
We ain't
Not
got
before
time.
you meet my coworkers, though.
Are you sure? Can I?
We dye your eyebrows and then like cut your eyebrow before you meet everyone? No.
Name's Mitch, isn't it?
No.
Oi,
You just pretend to be Louis when we meet my coworkers? No,
No, I won't.
Absolutely not.
I can't get over it, dude. And the rush of emotion of like thinking that we won.
I mean, if you're going to put somebody on the wheel, like Lexi being put on the wheel for dropping the flag is reasonable.
I think so too.
You threw the game away because we won by a mile.
She didn't throw the game away. She made a mistake. Why is he being such a jerk? Stop it, Tony. Like, I understand he's disappointed, but you're an adult.
Lorenzo is...
You know, we all make mistakes kind of thing. Like, it could have happened to any of us.
If we keep her, it's a liability, and we might keep going on that wheel.
That was an honest mistake, honestly.
And it has nothing to do with her being a weak player. That's the frustrating thing for me, is, like, the logic to get from she made an honest mistake to she's a weak player is annoying.
I hate to say that I'm holding a grudge, but I'm definitely holding a grudge.
For him to hold a grudge about an honest mistake is annoying. Like, it's understandable that he felt disappointed. The way he's handling himself afterwards
I know, he's
is
going
the
a little
problem.
nuclear. I get like wanting to put her on the wheel or whatever again, and you know, like increasing your odds that she goes home. But like, you can't single somebody out that well because the wheel at the end is the justice, and it's kind of random.
Right.
But like, just chill a little bit. I just see Tony needs to chill a little bit.
Do you think it's actually random, or do you think that they have any ability to control the wheel in a certain way, like the show? You know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah.
You could, because you could just have a thing in the back that wouldn't twist. It would slow down the twist.
Right.
I mean, you could
That's
easily
complicated,
do that.
but that wheel looked fancy. Because, like, what happens if somebody that's, like, making really good TV?
But then as a competition, they have a don't they have a fidelity to a degree of honesty and stuff like that? Because if you found out there's a competition to win money and they found out the numbers are cooked, couldn't the people like sue them or something?
Sorry, I'm starting a massive conspiracy theory now.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be looking for evidence of it, though.
As you can see, I'm not the most physically fit person. If I show everyone how strong I actually am, I'm going home.
She doesn't not look fit, too.
She doesn't look strong, but she looks like she's fit. Like, she looks fit compared to us.
Fine, right? Like,
she's not, like, juiced up.
Also, being juiced up in some of these is probably not going to be an asset.
We see it in Survivor every time.
Totally.
The big guys don't win every competition.
Lexi's really sweet.
Yeah, I know she made a mistake in dropping that flower, but I feel like
I could have done that.
Anyone could have done that. And that's the annoying thing about Tony talking about it. Like, he wouldn't have ever made that mistake when he could have easily done it too.
You will each compete to hold a wall-sit stress position for as long as possible.
This is giving me Squid Game too.
Yeah, right.
Especially with the voice
like 10 different
coming
things
over the loudspeaker and like telling them stuff.
This is really a fusion. This is a fusion show. They're trying to combine like every single competition show.
I truly still feel like I deserve to do this.
We got Lexi on the stupid game show before we got Queer Love 2. What's up with that?
Yeah, when is that coming out? Because I thought that they had...
Is it fake?
I thought they'd said they renewed it.
You can do it, guys. You got this.
So they're squatting until they can't squat anymore.
I'm telling you, once you drop, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it, bro. I'm telling you, hold that.
I love Louis.
Louis being supportive for everybody. They're not even necessarily his teammates. And Louis is so good on a competition show.
I would not want to date Louis, but like luckily, most of us never have to. And I like him in so many other capacities that...
He's shown up really well on this show so far. And he shows that you don't have to be a Tony.
It's disappointing, but that's all I can give.
I mean, I don't know how long I can do that. Although I've been doing a lot of squats lately with the garden.
I would have been out earlier than Lexi, that's for damn sure.
I feel like if I were to win, I'm just going to put an even bigger target on my back.
If Avery's strategy is to not look like a physical threat, then she needs to go out before Gio.
Yeah.
I'm so competitive, I have to give it my all.
She's like, strategically, I should drop, but am I going to?
No.
Hell no.
Can't do it.
Keep going, keep going.
Oh.
Wow. That shocks me.
Great job, Avery. Now everyone knows how strong you are. Good job.
She's not one of the main physical threats.
Yeah.
So why does she care so much that she, like, is not weak?
Yeah.
Because you also don't want your own team members to want to vote you out. So you don't want to be in a situation like with Tony and Lexi, where Tony is like, Lexi is a weak link and I want her off my team. Like, that's a worst case scenario.
I agree. I think this is a better place to be.
Everyone's like, oh, Avery, Avery, Avery. But I don't really mind a strong opponent.
So they are seeing Avery as a pretty big threat.
It's just so weird when
That's
you have
weird.
Gabby there. But I guess she can't go home at all, so all of them are very focused on like who would go home first. Right.
There's no point in looking at people that won't go.
So is your team gunning for me then because I won?
You have a massive target on your back. I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate his transparency with her.
So she was right then. I wasn't expecting people to just like immediately laser focus on her.
I was a bit surprised too. I wasn't expecting that either.
Lexi, I think, is gonna vote for you, or wants to vote for you.
Lexi?
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell Tony shit on a show
I
like this.
know, dude.
Tony can't keep a secret. Tony's out there for himself. I wouldn't be telling him anything.
Okay, I'm voting Lexi then. If she's voting me, I'm voting her.
Is Lexi gunning for her?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people in there that said that she was
Okay.
really strong and they wanted to get her out and stuff like that.
It was more of a group conversation though. Just put it on Lexi. It's like
Tony hates Lexi, so Tony's trying to put the
Tony's actually doing a
suspicion
decent
on
job.
Lexi.
As much as I don't like him. Tony.
I'm now in an alliance with Tony, and I have to vote Lexi.
Is she in an alliance with Tony? Was that an alliance? I'm confused.
That's a weak alliance, dude.
The fucking I don't know.
I'm worried Lexi's about to go home.
He's the strongest member of Team Eagle. He's probably the strongest guy here. That worries me a little bit.
Says the scrawny nerd. He's not. He doesn't look like he doesn't work out.
It's
but...
what you're threatened by, because Trey knows he could beat a lot of people in an intelligence challenge, so then it's getting out somebody that's a physical threat, because that's not something he has.
If he had to go one-on-one, Tony would pick him up and throw him.
Or if Trey's on a team and their team is against Tony and friends,
Tony and friends, is that the team names now?
Well, right now it's Tony and Lorenzo are on the team. That's a strong team.
My vote is for Avery.
And she did vote for Avery.
Yeah.
So Tony didn't lie. He just used what he knew against her. Which is shocking to me that Lexi would say anything in front of Tony knowing how he reacted when they lost.
She didn't see all of it. She didn't see how much he's been talking about her.
Yeah,
he's been trying to keep
true.
it a little sneaky.
My sweet king. Oh, dude, you better not go home tonight.
He goes to the mirror and says, "My sweet king."
He makes great TV.
He does.
I don't want to know him.
Oh my God, Tony.
But he does make good TV. So, and I think that's what he's there for.
Oh.
I don't even think Tony would be mad if I'm I don't really like Tony. I feel like he'd be but you're watching my show though.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah.
I'm watching your show.
Yeah, that's true. He does. He's a good villain to have on a show.
Yeah.
And I would put him in a villain territory. He's not the worst villain I've ever seen,
No.
but he's definitely a little villainous. He's conniving and
very,
sneaky.
very self-centered.
Very self-centered. My king.
Do you ever look in the mirror and say "my king" to yourself?
No, not
primping?
once. Hey, sexy. How's it going? I'll talk to Future Mitch. Hey, what's up? You looking real good right now.
So creepy. You're gonna have to watch that.
Hit on myself? Have you ever tried hitting on yourself in the camera?
Tony has.
What's up? Hey.
I still worry that my team is campaigning against me.
I feel like they're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger.
Absolutely.
God
and
damn
spin
it.
and then go, "Ah!" And then it's gonna cut the credits. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, fucking predictable.
Negativity is a poison. I don't let it inside my mind.
Okay, but you were so negative about other people. What does that mean? Negativity is a poison. You were being negative about Lexi over and over again.
I just want to rip the band-aid and spin it. It's gonna stop where it stops.
It being random means there's only so much you can do. If your name's up there one time, it's a threat.
So you do kind of have to lean in that way.
Lorenzo, let's see if anyone else voted for you.
No.
No votes.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a lot of Alexis. There might be a few Tonys up there.
Oh, there's going to be Tonys for sure.
Lexi, it's your turn.
Oh, no. Lexi. Oh, I don't want to see it. I like her. I want her to stay.
How many Lexis is she going to have? She's the only queer ultimatum person representing, too.
Yeah, I know.
That would suck.
I was going to vote for Tony.
Lexi's biggest mistake was saying anything in front of Tony.
Lexi.
Oh my
Gio.
God.
She is coming for one of my teammates.
Oh, that's why. Because
Avery
Tony
spilled.
sowed these seeds. Tony!
That's what Tony wanted.
You're so rude, Tony.
Man's laughing.
Tony.
Lexi, you were voted for 5 times.
Oh, you see Louis over there scoping out Tony? Said man's laughing.
Louis doesn't put up with that nonsense.
Louis
I think that
is
will
a decent
piss Louis
competitor.
off. Yeah.
I'm liking Louis
I like
a lot
Louis.
in this show so far.
Me too.
Because he's scoping out Tony as we might be both physical threats, but I'm not like you.
Yes.
Is the vibe I'm getting from
Tony's
Louis.
meaner. Louis is not mean.
The 2 Mole alumni. 7 spaces, and just the 2 of you left.
God, the tongue, dude.
I know.
I want Tony to go home because of the tongue. Oh,
so gross.
Stop showing me your under tongue.
So gross.
That's like
he does it all the time. I know, it feels like intimate.
Right? It's like showing somebody your taint. Like, no, what is that? Put that away. Put that away. Who's looking for taint pictures, you know? Perineum, my apologies.
Avery.
Oh, man.
My vote is for Avery.
This is Avery and Lexi with a few other to spice it up.
Avery.
I want Avery
God.
to go home just because I like Lexi more.
Oh
wow.
God.
What the heck?
This is fun. I like that there's this voting element in the wheel. I actually like the way it's coming together.
I like it too.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Because it's targeted, but it's random. So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I love D&D is the randomness is like it can make or break a situation.
I'm honestly just speechless. I have nothing to say. I'm just really sad.
You're not home yet.
I don't know why she's doing the sob story thing when she was attacking Lexi in the same way she got attacked. So
Right. What happened to her is the same thing that happened to Lexi.
Right. So to be surprised, sure, but to be like,
well, she didn't like throw shade at people or anything.
No, I think
she just didn't expect it to be as bad as it was.
It seems like she's taking it more personally.
Yeah. I mean, Lexi seems upset, but yeah, I mean, I hear what you mean. Like, she almost like, but also, I'm not going to police her feelings on this.
I will.
You do that all day.
Feelings police.
Yeah, you're not allowed, Avery. Nobody wants to be picked last on dodgeball either, though. You know what I mean? Even if it is just a game. That's kind of what this is going to feel like for whoever goes home. But especially if it's one of those two. If it's one of the others that just have their name on once, they're going to feel a lot different.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
To be upset that you might go home okay, but like, you launched a campaign against someone else too, so they could easily do it to you. This is so stressful.
This is stressful.
No.
Okay. Episode 1.
I want to know who goes home.
Well, you can because you have to watch them. All right. I felt weird about starting off, but I like the wheel with the votes, with the auto lose. There's a lot of like, I like that it's not a straight vote out. I like that it's kind of competition based, but then also political. Mm-hmm. That actually brings that alone, the wheel of death. I enjoy.
I like it too.
I like it.
It's complicated in a way that I feel like makes the game hard to understand how to play.
Also unique compared to other competition shows. So we can say like it's got obvious inspiration from you said the challenge, Squid Games, various others. We don't need to go into all the things it's inspired by, but then the wheel of death. Mm-hmm. They don't have a wheel of death.
It's cool because it means that they don't know how to play it, which also means that like at least for this first season, you're going to see people struggling to figure out the game.
Well, there's also only so much you can figure out, too. Because if your team loses, you're up there. And there's always a 1 in 18 chance in this instance that they could go just by losing.
Sure. But also there's an element of, like, the more times you're up there, the more likely you are to go. So your goal then is to, like, get the other people's name up there a lot and get your name up there as little as possible. Yeah. And I think watching them navigate that is going to be very interesting.
Because it blew up with just the punishment was simple. I actually thought the punishment was going to be a lot because they show videos of people eating spiders and doing things. I don't want to get into the fear factor element of it, honestly. That seems kind of annoying. I hate when they make people eat gross shit. But then it turned into this giant turf war between Lexi and Avery.
Yeah.
Even though there's like whisperings happening in the background from other people.
The real problem is Tony, and that motherfucker didn't even get any votes.
Sorry.
God. It's a lot. It's too much. Stop it. Stop showing people your taint.
Oh!
Back in your mouth.
What did you call a tongue taint? That is kind of a tongue taint, right?
Yeah, I mean, they call, if you have your tongue too connected to the bottom of your mouth, it's called a tongue tie, so.
Tongue tie?
Tongue taint seems right.
Taint? It's my taint?
No, please stop.
Is that like saying your taint if you're in Australia?
Please stop.
It's my taint.
I'm gonna need you to
It's
stop.
my taint.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
My tongue taint.
No. What did I have to say to you?
Don't show people your taint.
Oh my my God.
It's inappropriate. What else did we learn today? We like Lorenzo so far. We like Louis. We like Gabby.
Yeah, but most of that's based on my impressions of them from previous shows, so that's not really fair. Louis, I think Louis actually, just from this show, Louis is my favorite. Because I love people that cheer other people on.
And then
give people encouragement.
Sorry, I did the thing.
It's okay.
Identifying when, I agree, and then identifying when Tony, is kind of being a bastard about it.
Yeah.
And he also probably saw that Tony's selling out his teammates.
I don't think Louis likes the poor sportsmanship.
Yeah. All right, so...
Which makes me like Louis even more. I feel like I liked Louis previously, and that was an unpopular opinion.
You did. All right. Well, let us know what you thought. I think we're going to probably do this whole season for the hell of it, just because it seems like a fun show we're going to watch anyway. Also, hi.
Okay.
Bye.
We're going to go now,
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Subscribe.
Like the video.
God damn it.
Subscribe to the video.
Subscribe to the mess, okay?
Subscribe to the mess.
Subscribe to the mess.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks,
bye.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
Ridiculous.
All those tearjerkers.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.